Hello, everyone. I'd like to talk to you about property managers and what your mindset should be going into a property manager relationship. First off, these investments are your property. These homes are your property and potentially your future. You have to treat them as such. Just because a company is called a property manager does not mean that they will take good care of your property, treat it like their own. It's kind of like the evil stepmother. They're not gonna. It's not their baby, so they're not gonna treat it as well. So you guys want to be sure to follow up with your property managers. Never take anything for granted until you establish a good trust relationship with them. And be skeptical about what is going on and look into things. Sometimes you'll need to contact the vendors that they use yourself, and just double check everything as you get started, because I've personally had a lot of problems with mine, um, and it's gotten better. But if I didn't keep my thumb on them, then I would be screwed. Um, so that should be your mentality when you hire a property management company. As for the fees, I personally pay a 7% per year fee, or 7% of the income each month. But there are also hidden costs, such as, are these property managers going to do their best to get you the best price when anything happens, when you have to do a repair? Do the repairs that they do, are they a good job? Or is it a fair price? And are they necessary? There have been times where things that the tenant should take care of have actually been taken care of by somebody the property management company has hired. And that should be something that you keep your eye open for. Um, so, and in my personal experience, the things that really cost the most that I've had to deal with are regarding water and plumbing. Um, Leaks are a bad thing, and especially leaks from the mains, from the city main, and also leaks from the roof, um, and just leaks from the piping inside the house. When you buy a house, if there have been any improvements done to the house by previous owners, or like people that are sort of handymen that aren't really professional construction folks, be careful, because that has caused me a lot of heartaches. I'm still happy I'm in real estate. I'm still happy using a property manager, but I've learned a few hard lessons that I'd like you to take heed of. And you can always fire your property manager for negligence. So keep that in mind as well, um, because maybe you get to a point where you can't work with these people anymore. Maybe they don't treat your properties with enough respect. They don't give you enough notice. They are slow in responding, but then require very quick decisions from you. It should be the opposite. They should be very immediate to report problems to you, um, and then so that you have more time to make decisions, because you are their boss. Without you, they wouldn't be making their commissions. They wouldn't even have a business. And there is competition. Anywhere you go, there's not going to just be one property manager. There's going to be at least a few. And there's a lot of mom and pop property managers out there, because in the end of the day, it's about responding and communication, um, between the tenant, the owner, and the vendors that fix things. And if the property management company has their own on-site maintenance folks, make sure that their charges are reasonable. Their hourly charges are reasonable, and they charge you for the correct hours. If you live in the area, it actually helps quite a bit if you are on site when things happen, or when repairs happen, because that will keep them from overcharging you and overcharging their time. Anyways, this has been Adam from the Highest Return. This is actually my first real estate focused video, but something just happened recently. and I thought I'd get this off my chest. Um, Property managers work for you. Keep that in mind, and how you manage them will determine how much money you actually make out of these properties. Because yes, you're paying the percentage, but how well they actually work, these property managers, in terms of number one, getting tenants, number two, maintaining the property, and number three, responding to problems or issues. You need to judge them on these things and write a comment if you have any experiences yourself on how to deal with property managers, how to make sure you have a good relationship with your property manager, and how to get the most out of your relationship. And do you scale with these property managers or you diversify? You know, back in the war days, countries would have to decide how do they concentrate their industry? Do they want to like disperse their industry, or do they want to all concentrate it into to one big area and lots of factories that are very dependent on staying in one centralized location? There is um, a thought out there that, okay, we're going to double down on this one company. We're going to go with all our properties with one property management company. And then there's also others that will say, okay, I'm using these property management companies for these sections or this area, this region of homes in this town, but I'm going to spread my properties across multiple property managers. And I think that that's a great idea initially, because then you can kind of gauge how these different property management companies respond and which one you like the most, and then you can start to basically have all your new properties go with the better property management company. And once your leases run out, you can switch property management companies. All right, this has been Adam with thehighestreturn.com. I hope you all have a great day, and sayonara.